with a good friend, Julien. How are you, Julien?
Very good, thank you.
So Julien is one of our speakers. Thank you so very much for coming all the way from France, actually, to deliver a talk here at the DevFest London. We are so happy to have you here.
Thank you, and I'm very happy also for my first time speaker here in London. I was an attendee last year, and I saw some energy and spirit very cool there, so I wanted to apply as a speaker this year.
Nice one, and well done in getting the slot. We are really, really proud to have you. So, Julien, I don't know if many people knows that you are one of the core organizers of one of the probably most recognized biggest DevFests in the maybe all world, but if not all world, let's say Europe, which is DevFest Nantes. So, what is the secret that you can share for like scaling a community event to such a big scale, which is like DevFest Nantes?
I think there is no secret sauce or something like that. The idea is that every DevFest we add new things, and we are going step by step, growing the number of attendees, the number of speakers, the number also of organizers. So the idea also is to keep a team together and just be friends organizing an event together. And even if it's small or big, the idea is to organize something together. And year after years, we saw that there is some attraction around DevFest Nantes, so we can leverage the game with more people, more speakers. But the vision was also to create something like a mini Google I/O. At the beginning of the GDG Nantes, we went to San Francisco for I/O in 2011, and It was incredible. And we went by our own, we created in holidays, etc. And we saw this kind of event with such spirit and developers, etc. We want to bring it back to Nantes, and there is only a vision, going step by step, and a good organizing team together.
Yeah, that makes sense. So when I say that you actually not only part of the core organizer, you are one of the founders, right? Which is a little bit of a difference, right? Of GDG Nantes. So you already told us that probably by going to the I/O really inspire you. So maybe there was the sparkle that you really wanted to create something. But what was the first year like? When you started back in 2013, 12?
12, the first.
Which is a long time ago, right?
Yeah, a long time ago. At the beginning it was something just like a roller dice, and we will see, because we were wondering if we can bring some people in Nantes, for example, because Nantes is not the capital of France. It's not very well known. So we were thinking at the beginning with Jeff and Ben, the first two in the non-profit organization with me, we are thinking of doing it in Paris.
Okay.
At the beginning, to be sure speakers will be okay to come to Paris, because Paris, city of lights, etc., etc. And it was complicated, so we created something easy in a school in Nantes. We were 150 people, something like 3 to 4 sponsors, and a multi-track one day, and it was cool. So the first year there was no recording. We bring many connection we get as a speaker. So the idea of call for papers didn't really exist at this time.
True. Yeah.
So we were searching for some speakers, and it was okay.
Nice one. Yeah, I think that fast forward to now, we can safely say that it definitely was okay. So you have got now pretty much a couple of interesting roles, right? Because you are also a founder. You really like to found things. Founder and CTO of TechTown, right? It's your, let's say, startup, and also a GDE for cloud. So how do you think that your GDE role influence, maybe if does so, how would you run your business, or for example, how would you advise your clients?
Very good question. I would say that you can also bring the GDG aspects also, because there is three different cap.
Yep.
The GDG, the GDE, and the professional company. I will say it can help each other, but first of all, be sure you keep a good balance between professional things and personal things.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but easy to say, but not easy to apply. And then, yeah, as a GDE, I have the opportunity to get new information of future products, get also some credits to test, to try new things. And it can help me as a consultant to help other companies in my professional careers to be able to help them drive or find a good direction for their product, for example. So in this way, it's working very well. And the other way is that you can do some project with your customers, and you can discover new products or new way to do, and you can perhaps take this experience and show it as a public speaking engagement as a GDE. So it can, yeah, it's a very good way to, when you're passionate about technologies, you can take everything from both worlds. So as a public speaker, you always find things to share. And in my company, I always are looking for new things to show to my customers. So it's also the same spirit to be sure we can take the new wave of technologies and be sure we understand what they are going and what is useful for, etc.
That makes sense. So there is definitely a correlation there.
Yeah.
But also, when you advise your client about Google Cloud, why do you think that speed is, let's say, critical and to make things better? And also, what are, if you can share with us, the, let's say, common mistakes or the patterns that you see maybe companies making when, chasing to have some quick results?
Very good question also. Sometimes big companies need governance and there are many security checks, etc. And sometimes it will block innovative products, or the spirit in the teams are not to find new tools, new ways to do things. So many companies have to get the sponsorship from the top management, and the idea also is be sure that there is a bottom-up aspect, and some companies lose this aspect, that with people from the bottom doing some code, doing some deployments, you can get results quite quickly. It's not only the top management saying we are going to the cloud or we want to use this LLM or something like that. But we have also to get people doing some stuff, and I think doing some to share, to create a community inside the company, inside the organization, help a lot to bring that new ideas, show the new ways to do something, help them to discover new products, etc. So like a GDG, a community with some talks, some sharing links, some blog spots, etc. But inside the organization, like inner source versus open source. The idea is to create this inner community inside an organization, and it's a good way to get results quickly because it's spread the word everywhere in the organization.
That makes a lot of sense actually. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Speaking about your past experience and past, let's say, memories, can you share, perhaps something that didn't go well? Because as we saw, DevFest Nantes now is a huge, success. But maybe in the past something didn't really go right or didn't really go well. So if you can share one of these stories with us, and most importantly, what did you learn from that kind of mistake?
Yeah. I like to share this feedback from the first edition. We are looking to be sure that every speaker can go with him with his own video of this talk, of his talk, and the idea was we didn't get so much money, or we don't have a company to help us to record everything. So we do it by our own, and the result was horrible. We get something like we were using some specific deck to double the HDMI signal and display it on a screen, and then we put the camera to record the screen.
Okay.
And it was not very valuable for us, for the speaker. And yeah, the lesson we learned is that for something very specific, and we don't have any person in the organizing team with some knowledge about recording or some stuff like that, we have to delegate and hire a specific company for that. And from the second edition to now, we are keeping the same company to record everything, and it's working well. So
of course,
the lesson is also to, when you don't have the time or the competencies to do something, delegate, and you have to find the money, but the result is so valuable when you are talking to some speakers to apply to the CFP or DevFest Nantes. You can share to them that the video at the end will be available with in full HD, etc. So a very, very useful video for them also to sell the fact that there will be a speaker at a conference. They can do it in their own company or to their manager, saying, I will be on stage, there is a recording, I will show our company, etc., etc. So it helps speaker to apply also.
That makes sense. Okay, thank you for that. That's also very, very interesting. Going back for a second between your different roles, like the CTO from one side and the GDE expert from the other side. What is the GDE community that gives you maybe something that you just don't get from your CTO role? Is there something that you can share with us?
Yeah, I think it's the networking and friends you can make with this kind of community. For example, my previous job, I was hired because I was organizer at the GDG community. Okay. So I make strong connections, and then I will be I can apply to a job, and I was hired. And this kind of elements are very, very proving that the connections are really real and not only something online or just chit chat, etc. And the other aspect is that my vision for creating and managing a GDG is also to bring to students or people who don't have access to so much information, to be sure they can get access to some expertise and meet professional persons already in their own careers, and be able to share with them the practices, the knowledge, etc. So this is something, as a student, when I was young, I would like to have, and this is my main goal right now doing this stuff, is to be sure people can interested and passionate about technologies can grow up quite easily with this aspect. Yeah,
that makes sense. Thank you. So before leaving you, just a really quick last question, which is a little bit of a selfish one, if I have to be honest with you, because what would it be from your point of view as organizer of GDG Nantes and DevFest Nantes, what would be a piece of advice that you can give us, the organizers for DevFest London, in order to scale our DevFest and to become even bigger than yours?
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll see.
The idea is to think about the 4 roles in a conference. So the first one is easy, is the attendee experience. So with some great food, great venue. The speaker experience, to be sure you have a gift, small details around speakers. Also about the sponsor experience, to be sure they can go back the next year, be sure they are okay to find a way to to sponsor again your conference.
Yep.
And the last part, and very important, but sometimes we are losing this aspect, it's the organizer experience.
Okay.
So you have to be sure you have a team and everyone is having fun, and to be able they can be comfortable with their role, but also give the ability to do new stuff, bring new ideas to these DDG events. And yes, that's the idea. But sometimes we are so much focused on the attendees, the sponsors, and the speakers. We are losing these aspects, and it's very, very important to keep a team together.
Very interesting point. There is someone there that is taking notes, so thank you for that. All right, Julien, it was a pleasure to have you here. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you, Stefano.
See you.
See you.
Bye.